Okay, Mike, your first memories of Tarbert GAA as a child growing up?
My first memories of Tarbert GAA, I suppose, would be 69 championship final inside in Listowel against Bally. They won. They were 3 or 4 points down, if I remember right, the last couple of minutes. They got a goal, they got a pint. And we were young, because we went mad. But that night just stuck with me, and I always said after that, hopefully someday I'd come and win one myself. That was the aim anyway after 69.
Can you remember anything much about the celebrations that night, even though you were young?
No, not in 69. I remember 73 very well, all right now, from Bally when we were young. We came back and we lit the bonfires and we had the parade around the town. There was a buzz. I remember 73 very well. I was actually in the dressing room in 73 when they won the final in Bally, and they were really revved up for it, you know. It was a great day.
What has the club come to mean to you personally throughout your life?
Throughout my life, the club has been everything really, from the time I played under 12 on, and all the way up along to senior, you know, I suppose for the best part of 35 years now. I have been involved some way or another along the way, whether playing or involved with underage or whatever. So yeah, it has been everything, like, all the way.
1985 and 1990, they'll obviously play a big part.
85 was very special, really, in fairness. And the day itself, kind of, when you're playing, it kind of passed us by. But I remember right after the match, Peggy Foley, Lotte Messner, came in from the big gate above my van, and she threw the hands around me, and I knew she wasn't well at the time, you know. And just that moment then I said, Jesus, that she saw a team, there are 2 sons win the championship. It was absolutely brilliant.
And 1990 then, 5 years later, I suppose you were moving on in your career while you had 5 minors on that team, remembering back.
1990 was a personal heartbreak for me, you know, to be honest with you. I missed the final through injury. I'd done my cruciate ligament in the semi-final replay against Bale, and it was hard to. It was I missed only 3 matches the same that year, and that included a championship final, a county junior final, and a county league final. So it was terrible, but as long as they won, so it was great.
So that game against my van in 1990, watching it from the sideline or the dugout or wherever you were that day, was it just totally mixed emotions going through your head?
It was like, but I mean, it was just nice that we won, you know. I know it was mixed emotions for me, because you know the way you want to be playing to really feel to be part of it, you know what I mean? But it was heartbreaking, like, to be fair.
And of course, those days, cruciate ligaments were like a lot more serious than they are now. Or people didn't even know the full extent of them back then.
But I mean, I knew the week after it happened in the semi-final. I went to Finan Carlin. I knew he knew straight away. He said it was the cruciate. It was gone, and it was the kind of start of him that time. I suppose Pat Spinell was the first one in the 80s, you know, that we knew about. I mean, they're every day now, but that time they weren't. And a lot of people who said it happened in the late 60s and 70s, they just gave up football.
Yeah.
They never repaired the injury.
Even the doctors didn't really know how to probably repair them back then. They were just that was the end of your career.
No, it was, because I remember when I went and done mine now with Brian Hurston above in Dublin, and that time, the first morning I got out of the bed, and your one said, you have to bend your knee 90 degrees. And I said, you must be joking, you know. And she said, if you don't want, I'll do it for you. But Brian Hurston told me 2 years before that, they were putting you in a straight jacket for 10 weeks. And he said we nearly had to break their leg to get him to bend it after. Jeez. He said when he thinks back, the torture he caused.
Tell me, the greatest day for you personally in Tarbert GAA, does it go back to 1985, or is it a non-playing memory?
I suppose 85 would be the greatest moment right now. There was other great days. We won Knockkerry leagues, so we won promotion in county leagues. We won a county junior championship in 95. I mean, I was kind of on the panel in 77. I was only a young fella, like, but that was a great team. They won the county intermediate in 77. You know, they beat Kiel in the final three. That was a super team. I suppose for myself personally, 85, and in fairness, 95. I suppose I was looking after the under 15 team that won the county A. That was a great day, in fairness. We beat some great sides along the way, including Crokes and Spa, Lawn Rangers, Listowel in the final. That was good now, in fairness as well.
Now, looking at the club at the moment and looking at the future, do you think it has a bright future over the next 5 or 10 years?
Oh God, I do. Like, I only came back this year now as manager, in fairness, right? I hadn't been involved in the last 2 to 3 years maybe with a thing. I came back, I just thought I'd get everyone playing with the club, and I'm a bit disappointed that didn't happen, but you never know. Down the line it might come again, you know. But I definitely think that we'd have a good squad if we get everyone pulling together. That's the key. And
it's not an easy job to be manager. Did you have to think long and hard about it before you decided to go for it, or was it just something you wanted to do?
Well, I did have to think about it, of course, but it was something that was in my head always. Because, you know, when you're in the GAA and you're involved, it was something I said I would do someday down the line. So when I get the chance, I would go and do it. You know, I don't regret that, don't feel, but I would like to see all the people that's from Tarbert that can play. I'd like to see them giving it their best shot for Tarbert. And
you're enjoying it at the moment?
Yeah, results could go a little bit better, but you know, the County Junior Championship obviously was very deflating for the whole setup. You know, we were going very well up to that. Like we said, we went through the Knockary League unbeaten. You know, it was kind of, the Junior Championship was a disaster. But look, we have still the County League to play for. We're in the Knockary League final. Hopefully we'll have a run in the championship, you know, so there's still plenty to look forward to.
Just a final point, Mike, as a club manager within the county, is it very difficult? Is the structure of games not fair to players and clubs like Tarbert, where you might go 7-8 weeks without a game in the county league, and especially at this time of the year, and you fellas going to America and different places because they just feel they're not going to miss any football anyway?
Yeah, I've always felt actually myself now that since the back door came in the All Ireland series, that it would be to the detriment of club football, because there was a team there last year. It was a Dingle played the first round of the county championship in May. They didn't play again until the last Sunday in September. So I mean, there has to be something wrong with the structure when that happens. I know Kerry went through the back door and there were the whole lot of July and August kind of stuck in that. But Jesus, I mean, it's unfair in a club footballer. He's 4 months training for no game. It is very unfair, I think, no, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it's hard to see any solution to that while the back door remains.
It is, I suppose, you know, but like you're penalising the successful clubs then if you play without their county. I mean, you know, I know Tommy Griffin last week played, the Dingle went ahead without him, but they were going to be missing 3 this weekend, so they went the other way. But I suppose it is, you see, with all the games, and especially if they go the back door. You know, it's the whole month of July and August gone because they're not going to get any games then. But maybe they're, you know, we gone too much inter-county orientated. I don't know. But it's very hard to see a club footballer training for 4 months and no game.
Excellent, you know? Mike. Thanks very much for that.
No problem at all. Thank you.